Hey y'all, what's up? What's up? It's your girl here, MJ's Nia. Welcome to the channel. So yes, there is two topics I'm going to talk about. The first one is about Ice Spice responding back to Cleopatra, and then the next one is going to be about Tyrese because Tyrese mentioned about the anti-Asian law, and someone called him out on that. So we're going to get into the first topic, which is Ice Spice. So, if you guys do not know, Ice Spice was called out by Cleopatra. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to play the video for you guys and I'm going to come back with some, we're going to come back and talk about it.
Of July, I get a call from Ice very early in the morning. Cleo, come on tour with me. I miss you. Come. And I'm just like, girl, I'm not about to come on tour with you and watch you perform all month. Like, I got a nigga. I got stuff that I could be doing. I could be getting money. I have opportunities in New York. He's like, no, I want you to perform. And I gagged. You want me to perform? She ain't never, ever, ever, ever brought me out on stage. I was like, oh, wait. Okay, like I guess she's really trying to make up for that fake shit that got exposed like a month ago. And I checked her about that shit, and even for her to apologize was like pulling teeth. Like, girl, you got caught calling your friend jealous for no fucking reason. And her excuse was that I didn't speak up when I was asked if she was Nigerian. Like, and she said that you could have at least said I was black. Like, girl, I didn't even know you. It must be clearing up every time somebody's asking about you being black, Nigerian. Like, that's not my role. So the ending of July, I get a call from Ice very early in the morning. After that situation that had happened with her ex-best friend exposing her, I was kind of like sick too, because why do you think everybody's jealous of you? I didn't even know that she was mad at me. She's just in messages talking about me. Thinking that a lot of the things that Ice was doing was calculated. Why I kept thinking like she was trying to make it up for being like caught being fake. It's like every time she's like inviting me out, because we never chilled on some like chill shit, bro. Like, it was never like just some chill. It was always like in the blogs the next day. It's like, what? This girl kind of uses me for her rollouts. I made a flyer announcing that I was going to be coming on tour with her. It did not even get reposted. It didn't even get a comment or like, and she was tagged in it. The bill, it didn't even have my name on it. Like, just about nobody knew I was coming on tour. It was like a special guest. Like, she didn't even like shine any sort of like her own light on me. After that situation that had happened with her ex-best friend exposing her, I was kind of like sick too, because why do you think? But she told me, don't leave your bags at the venue. You might need some. You don't leave your bags at the hotel. You might need something in it. And now we're at the venue, and I do need something in the suitcase. Like, I had a wardrobe malfunction, like she said I probably would have. That's that. She cursed me. I put my bag next to her 10 bags and the big black dresser. And yeah, I'm thinking everything is going to be moved like back into the truck, and we could, you know, leave, go back to the hotel. My bag was still there. All her bags was gone. I'm just like, why would somebody just leave my bag? I asked the security, I'm like, can you take my bag? He said no. I was like, what the fuck? But I feel like she could have simply said to the security, like, take Cleo's bag. Don't forget Cleo's bag. But I got a sense that she just wanted me to struggle. What I didn't know, which I later learned after bringing up everything I went through to her, I learned that but she told me, don't leave your bags at the venue. You might. Situation where I said something about my bags was the reason why I got mistreated the entire tour after that. Because she's the type of person who doesn't like to be said. She doesn't want anything said to her. She feels too big. She feels too highly. Situation where I said something about my bags was the reason why I got mistreated the entire tour after that. After that situation that had happened.
So, you heard from her, and let me read this, explain it to you. It says, Cleopatra explains why she fell out with Ice Spice. Claims Ice Spice believes she is above her and says she was invited out on tour, but Ice team allegedly did not help Cleo with her bag despite not allowing her to bring anyone on tour. I get that maybe Ice Spice was just inviting her and her only, but she did mention something that she believes that Ice Spice was using her for this rollout. She believed that Ice Spice is using her for this rollout, And I do believe that part. I don't think she's lying about that part, because if y'all do not remember, Baby Storm, she was close friends with Baby Stormy. So Baby Stormy came out and talked some mess about her. About she pretty much tried to expose Ice Spice, but it backfired because Baby Stormy did it for selfish reasons. She didn't did it because she was trying to be nice and help us to see that what type of person Ice Spice was. But she did it for selfish reasons, and I talked about it already. So let me play a flashback of a video of Baby Stormy and exposing Ice Spice, if you want to claim.
Flashback.
So let's start off with Ice Spice, right? So Ice Spice alleged ex-best friend exposes their old text. So Baby Storm, if you guys don't know her, she was caught up in some type of, I don't know if I'm, so let me give you a quick mini history on the Target and Baby Storm thing. So Target employee called racist for calling cops on a flash mob that tried to film dance video in the store. More than a dozen people showed up uninvited to Target and began filming a dance video. Prop and security called police. The event was organized by Baby Storm, an internet personality and would-be pop star. A Target employee seen above told the group that he would call the police. The security agent told the group that filming a video in the store posed a safety hazard. Even after security asked the group to stop, they continued singing and dancing. Baby Storm, who has tens of thousands of followers on social media, was slammed for calling the employee racist. There you go. The Target and Baby Stormy fiasco, chaos, or whatever you want to call it. Back to the original video. I'll play a clip or show pictures. I don't know which one yet. But I kind of know her, Baby Storm. She got caught in some type of, I don't know, not scandal, fake news, I don't know what you want to call it. But she basically went to Target and she said that Target was being racist towards her. But come to find out, she was trying to do a flash mob dance inside of Target. It was just a whole bunch of, drama and issue around that with what she said. So that's what I remember Baby Stormy from. She is not innocent in no shape or way or form at all. So I just want to bring that out. So before I start reading these tweets. So anyway, she says, the next person to be exposed will be my ex-best friend, Isis, or as y'all know her, Ice Spice. I don't know Cleo's Twitter to tag her, but I know she'll see this. Cleo always knew Isis wasn't a real friend. She may not want to speak up now, but she knows, and Cleo is Nigerian as well. So this is somebody else that was friends with them as well. She knows Ice Spice. So this is Ice Spice. It says, we'll probably end up getting a Chick-fil-A. Exactly. And me and her either, to be honest, we need a chill day. Okay, so studio, then Chick-fil-A, then back to your hotel. And what time am I getting there? Is too good to the studio? I mean, text me before you come to make sure I'm still there. Isis did everything in her power to make sure my career would never take off. She did everything you could possibly think of and more, but I'm not afraid of her anymore. This is the truth. EJ Wright is her producer and her boyfriend since 2019. He was the real mastermind behind her career and the one who pushed her to rap. She cheated on him with TJ and then rapped about it on their song together. If you don't believe me, just go back and read the lyrics to Gangsta Boo. But this time, read carefully. They were talking about him. She knows no loyalty, not even to the only person who has always been there for her, Riot. And it says, I should shit on you with TJ in 2022 and lied to your face about it. Then she had to audaciously sing about it on Gangsta Boo, the song you produced. Asked her about it. She was in love with him for almost a year. I'm sorry. It happened the night she slept in TJ's bed while you were in the house. I'm guessing she's messaging him? Right? Yeah, right, USA? Wow, okay. Then it says Lotto rose to fame because of her talent and talent only. Isis rose to fame because she told her so. She knew she would never have a fraction of the amount of talent Lotto has, so she attacked her purpose to get Nicki featured so Barb's would turn on Lotto. The Barb's would turn on Lotto. I'm trying to read as much as I can before I get into the real juicy tea. She attacked her on purpose to get a Nicki feature on so the Barbs would turn on Lotto. It hurt her because Lotto is a rapper and they have the same fan base, but I'm not a rapper, so the Barbs can't touch my career. I mean, to be honest, baby Storm, I don't think nobody really checking for you, so you don't have to worry about that. So I don't know if I'll find it, but there is some messages about Doechii as well. She not just only talked about, allegedly talking about Nicki Minaj, but she also been talking about other people as well. But yeah, let's get into this. It says, did she do more, or do you feel like that's what okay, or do you just feel like that's what's best? No, it's that plus she wants publishing from all my songs, including third party writing competitions. So anything I write for other people or any songs I get on, mind you, I had a Taylor Swift collab before I had the Nicki one. So the blue is Baby Storm, and the black part is Ice Spice. Just to let you guys know, okay? Is the Taylor collab coming out? And yes, I don't know. I mean, did your mom do more annoying shit, or did you just feel like a break was necessary? She calls Nicki Minaj mom. Just to let you guys know. Also, bro, now that I'm thinking about it, what you're saying makes a lot of sense. I think we're forgetting that when Nicki was coming up, the deals people were getting at the time, early 2000s, weren't artist friendly at all. Literally not until recently. So to us, she's asking for too much, but because she's probably used to seeing labels take more, she feels like it's more than fair. It's not right, but she's much older, which is why she feels that way. Not right at all, though. And that's basically what she's saying, because she keeps saying, oh, when Wayne was signing me, I didn't ask questions, blah blah. But me and her are in different places in our career when that happened. Like, I'm already signed, so why would I work backwards? And nah, it's just necessary. Like, she gaslights me too much. I gotta love her from a distance for my mental health. This is the best way I can describe it. Nicki is those people who believe that kids today shouldn't get student loan forgiveness because they had to pay for it back when they went. Okay, that's kind of interesting that she used the student loan forgiveness. Okay, but mind you, we wanted to pay Nicki, if that makes sense. Her artist fee, yes, 100%. I think she's jealous that I own all my masters because she said, James, you think you the man and think you so cool in the interview. I don't know why she mentioned that. What? And James, the one that I said I own my masters in the Billboard interview, is giving jealous 100%. It's actually sad. She's showing it so much. Like my mom wanted to rap. Oops, Ice Spice former friend. Storm post mentions of Ice Spice alleged calling Nicki Minaj ungrateful and delusional. Good morning, Barbs. As promised, this is how ISIS really feel about your evil queen, Nicki Minaj. Ungrateful and delusional, just like y'all enjoyed. Okay, so hopefully it's on this page where she says it. Alright. How the call in yesterday on a good note, open-minded again. But then James called me with the Nicki's old manager of 11 years and he said she was being unfair, asking for too much. Which is what everyone's been telling me, but it's hard to negotiate with her because she doesn't let people talk like lawyers or James, etc. Just woke up. That's just so annoying, bro. Does she just not realize that she's asking for too much? No, she doesn't think so at all. So frustrating. Do you think you guys will be able to come a compromise? Hopefully, but we're about to put out another record in June for the Barbie soundtrack, which is an opportunity I brought her. Just woke up. That's just so annoying, bro. Does she just not realize that she's asking for too much? No, she doesn't think so at all. So frustrating. Do you think... Okay, so this is the same thing. So why is this a cutoff? Oh, this is the part right here where she says, which is an opportunity I brought her. Keep that in mind, because Barbie asked me to do it alone. but since that's her brand, I invited her on, and she doesn't even see that as me bringing her something. She's kind of like my mom, ungrateful and delusional. I cut her off, but whatever, not speaking to her till January. So I wanted to first talk about the Masters. I know on Reddit they're have a discussion too about Baby Storm exposes messages with Ice Spice about Nicki Minaj calling her delusional and jealous. Let me read this down here to you guys. It says, I haven't really been following the drama, but Ice Spice seems completely reasonable in this. So, yeah, at least in this portion, Ice Spice comes off as a reasonable in terms of not wanting to give up her masters to Nicki. Now, that is true. She was venting to her friend. I get it. That's supposed to be her close best friend, allegedly, and she's now exposing, Ice Spice. And I that's why I show y'all that video of her being messy in Target with, calling the employee a racist. So Baby Storm doesn't look innocent in this at all. I am still looking at her sideways, but the reason why I'm looking at Ice Spice sideways is because of the Masters thing. I saw a lot of YouTubers and a lot of people were talking about heavy on it at the beginning, and I might be wrong, and it was talking about that Nicki Minaj, is allowing people to keep their masters. So I don't know how true this is. I'm not sure. Maybe I'm wrong. Let me know. So, and then like I state, I am going to bring out that she too was supposed to be signing with, with Drake. I don't know what happened with that. We have no clue. But another thing too I wanted to bring out, she talked about they came to her first, and they wanted only her, and then I think she said something about they came to her first to get the song, to do the Barbie soundtrack. I don't know about that. So this is according to Forbes, this is what they said about coming to who first on that. I was a little shocked that she said that. It says George, the music supervisor who played a vital role in putting together the Barbie soundtrack, revealed during a recent interview, we always wanted Nicki Minaj. He was part of the team responsible for recruiting the artist and ensuring the seamless complications of album, making it not only a star. And they went to several artists for the Barbie soundtrack. And I know one of them was Nicki Minaj. I don't know if he went to her first or after, Ice Spice, but they always wanted Nicki Minaj on the track. It just makes sense because, she likes the Barbie, and Barbie is a part of her, her brand. So it always makes sense for Nicki Minaj to be a part of this. Ice Spice, I barely even knew you. I only knew you in 2023. So I don't really know too much about you. No disrespect, but you're not the biggest star here. It was Nicki Minaj. So it makes sense to go to her first. And the reason why I said that, because of this interview. Let me play this for you guys.
As the OG Barb, which is, again, another iconic moment, was it an immediate yes for you?
Well, I would not with the songs, but I knew I would love to be a part of it. But there were a couple songs first I didn't. And then I heard this song, Barbie, and I told the person via text, I said, I didn't even want to listen to the song because a lot of people have sent me that sample for years, and I never like it. So the next day, I mustered up the courage to listen to the song, and then I loved the beat, and that sold me, and that's all I needed.
Magic. Last question for you real quick before you have to get out of here. The song is...
So yeah, when she comes here and it says, I'll put my mouse underneath it, I don't know if you can see it, but when she comes here and says, hopefully, but we're about to put out another record in June for the Barbie soundtrack, which an opportunity I brought to her. No, I don't think you brought that to her, sweetie. And I'm bringing this out because
a flashback.
Okay, so there you go, Cleopatra. So this is who Cleopatra. Remember, Baby Storm mentioned Cleo. She brought Cleo name out. Okay, so they're already. So I just want you guys to know how people are all talking about each other. Y'all act like it's only a certain group of people is talking about each other in the industry, but you see, all these young ladies are talking about each other. They talked about Nicki Minaj, and I forgot to show the one about Doechii, but they talked about Doechii and all right. So this is the thing that I was talking about. So it was like Ice Spice being colorist about Doechii. So an ex-friend of Ice Spice has leaked some messages between them, and one of them is Ice Spice saying that she's a children dark skin because she's pretty and skinny, making disgusting colors remarks. The friend that leaked them is no better either because those messages. Meanwhile, her and Doechii were openers for Doja Cat. Also, LOL at Ice Spice for saying that meanwhile, the reason she became in the first place was because she was a light skin and pretty. There is an original thread on Twitter. So let me go click on Twitter real quick, like. They even emailed and asked me to post it. I ignore the FOFC because still she has better songs, honestly, but still no fan base. So I think this is the girl. She's replying back. She's replying back to Ice Spice. She says, which I understand, but let's not act like she's not one of the chosen dark skins because she doesn't benefit from pretty privilege still and for being skinny. You see what I'm saying? This is why I say Baby Storme, she's trying to expose Ice Spice, but she's pretty much exposing herself. And so this clearly shows that we're talking about, Doechii, because Doechii says booty drop. That's the name of Doechii's song, Booty Drop. Do they offer to pay you when they ask you to promote other people's music? Let me go back. Let me read it from the beginning. I made a mistake. I clicked it too quickly and I skipped this part. But it says, but then she'll be like, I'm dark skinned, so I always have to work harder than everyone. Some girl on Twitter stooped low, so I went to hell. Her second to last. And it says, actually, wait, I'm lying. Her last single did really well. I think that's Ice Spice, or she's flying back to Ice Spice and said her second to last. And then it says, but then she'll be like, I'm dark skinned. So yeah, she's replying to her. She said, this actually true, but only partially. So that's Ice Spice saying to the other girl, that's actually true, but only partially. And it says, I hate this song. And she said, actually, wait, I'm like, her last single did really well. So I believe that's Baby Storme saying that her last single did very well. And then Ice Spice is responding back, saying, I hate the song. Like, actually, I didn't like it when I first heard it either. I think it's annoying, but her team did a lot to push it. It was Booty Drop. Yeah. So then it says, this is when I read, they emailed me asking me to post it and I ignore it. That's Ice Spice saying I ignore it, but still she has better songs, honestly, but still no fan base. So yeah, they're talking about Doechii right here. I thought it was very disrespectful. Some people had posted this. I thought a lot of people they were picking what they want to post. Some of the blogs did not post this when Ice Spice has said this about Doechii. And then not only that, Baby Storme, you know better. Because you post this message. You would know better. You sat right there that you was calling, you was still talking to her. This was your friend. So, see what I'm saying? They're all out here talking about each other. Really don't have no friends in entertainment business. They were talking about other people, and that's why I said people were kind of rooting for Ice Spice. They took Ice Spice side, but I didn't took neither one of the sides. To me, I felt like it was wrong for Baby Storme to do that because she was doing it for selfish reasons. And not only that, you sat there too and talk about people with Ice Spice, and you talked about Cleo, and Cleo even brought up about the Nigerian thing, that she was being called Nigerian. So this is the girl that Baby Storme talked about. You can't make this up. This is crazy. And if you guys did not know, when all these allegations that came out about when Baby Storme exposed Ice Spice for talking about Nicki Minaj and about Doechii, and there's a reason why I'm bringing up about Doechii, because she talked about Doechii's skin tone or something like that. That's why Ice Spice went. It didn't look good because Baby Spice was darker skinned and she was talking about her, and then she talked about Doechii, so it didn't look right. So Ice Spice went immediately, got some other girl. I don't know if it was Cleo, but she started putting her in her videos like she put on Instagram or out TikTok. I don't know if I can find that, but I thought that was kind of strange. What I'm saying is, I'm not saying that Ice Spice is a bad person. I'm not saying that, but I do feel that she is using darker skinned people to make sure that she keeps the dark skinned women happy. There's a lot of people that does this a lot. They pander a lot to, black people. And this is one of the ways how they do that, is making sure they keep dark skinned people around them so you can be invested and keep buying into their music. Another quick thing I want to talk about was people were talking about Ice Spice's body.
Hello friends, this is Tiggin. According to Media Takeout, exclusive, Ice Spice goes on Ozempic, loses her curves. Female rapper Ice Spice is known for her red hair and her amazing curves. Now Media Takeout exclusively learned that Ice Spice is looking to shed her curves. Media Takeout is told that the beautiful Bronx rapper has been taking Ozempic to get thinner in attempts to get a larger fan base. A person with direct knowledge explained. Ice Spice is trying to become more of a pop star and not so much a female rapper. She's looking to compete with some of the new up-and-coming artists like Tyler, and her team decided that you can't do that with huge BBLs. The insider told Media Takeout that Ice Spice has changed her diet and is using smaller doses of the diet drug Ozempic, and the change is pretty dramatic. What do you think of the new slim and trim Ice Spice? Does she have the same appeal as the Monarch rapper who was as thick as the milkshake? Thanks again for stopping by. This is T. Please subscribe.
Ice Spice has committed today, and I'm talking about her beating the rumors that she was taking Ozempic. So if you guys don't know what Ozempic is, it's basically this medication that makes anybody skinny. So like if you're really large, within a few months you'll gain or you'll lose a lot of weight. Well, people thought that Ice Spice was on Ozempic. But in reality, she's just been working hard in the gym. So as you can see right here, Ice Spice beat the drug rumors. Here's why. And basically the story just explains that she's been in the gym for a long time now, really pushing herself, eating really well. And she's been able to lose a lot of weight just going to the gym every day, which anybody can do. Now, obviously, some people are going to cheat the system and take Ozempic because they don't want to actually put in the work that it takes to lose weight. But Ozempic's pretty dangerous, and honestly, I wouldn't suggest anybody taking it, as you can lose weight just by walking on the treadmill.
They were saying that her body is too small and she's too skinny, and like, I don't understand the whole hype of talking about people's body. I don't know why y'all do that. Like, y'all said that she was too big, she lose the weight, and y'all still talking about how skinny she look. Y'all talking about she on Ozempic and all kind of mess. Y'all saying that everybody's on Ozempic at this point. I mean, she showed y'all that she went to go work out.
Ice Spice is currently going viral after she posted a video of her workout routine in an attempt to beat the Ozempic allegations she has been facing. For those of you that don't know what Ozempic is, it is a medication that basically reduces your appetite and allows you to lose weight really quick. So in the past few months, Ice Spice has lost like a lot of weight. So as you can see right here, this is what she looked like a few months ago. And as you can see behind me, this is what Ice Spice looks like now. A very noticeable difference in a very short amount of time. Now, Ice Spice has stated that she has lost all this weight naturally, but people will not stop accusing her of using Ozempic and saying like she lost this weight unnaturally. So this workout video was definitely to beat those allegations, but I think they made them even worse. In the full video, people believe that her workout routine was nothing special at all and feel like, seeing all the workouts that she does really just solidifies that she definitely did not lose all her weight naturally. At the end of the day, I guess we will never know, but this workout video definitely did not help her beat the allegations at all. And I'm definitely really curious to know your thoughts about all this.
Y'all still was sitting there looking at her, giving her the side eye, like, ooh, she going to work out. She knows she on Ozempic. Like, it's crazy. The whole thing with her body is crazy.
Because when you're as famous as you are, you have to deal with certain like downsides. Like when like stuff gets leaked, like text messages or whatever that aren't necessarily real. Yeah. How do you like keep the blinders on and not acknowledge like the internet bullshit? Like, 'cause it's got to be tough.
It gotta be.
It's, sometimes I'm tempted to like engage with certain things.
Like, let me clear this shit up.
Yeah, and so, but then I also realized you're gonna just give it legs to like grow and like run with.
Right. Yeah.
And I think sometimes you can over-explain yourself a little bit. So I just kind of like to like just focus on what I can control and like what really is like what really matters. You know what I mean?
Because when you're as famous.
All right, so I want to, as I'm making this video, Ice Spice father's clapback. Yeah. As I was making this video, it just came in a couple minutes. It says, oop, Ice Spice father's claps back at Cleotrapa for saying he isn't black. I am a black man. Keep me out that BS. I think if I'm not mistaken, I'm gonna play the first part again before I read this. I want to hear her say that again, because she did mention something about Ice Spice being Nigerian or something like that, or black. Hold on.
Really trying to make up for that fake shit that got exposed like a month ago. And I checked her about that shit, and even for her to apologize was like pulling teeth. Like, girl, you got caught calling your friend jealous for no fucking reason. And her excuse was that I didn't speak up when I was asked if she was Nigerian. Like, and she said that you could have at least said I was black. Like, girl, I didn't even know you. It must be clearing up every time somebody's asking about you being black, Nigerian. Like, that's not my role. So the ending of July, I get a call from ICE very early in the morning.
All right, so yeah, I noticed that a lot of people have been questioning up. That's another thing. They're questioning up if Ice Spice is black or not, because Ice Spice said that she's black because of her mom being Dominican, and her father is Nigerian descended. So before I get into that, let me read this. So it says, Gaston at I am Cleopatra. We met twice in the green room. We barely spoke. Who said I'm a Hispanic? Then it says, Gaston, I'm gonna dead this right here. I'm a black man born and raised the Bronx. Keep me out of this BS. Then it says her father was never been confirmed as a Nigerian. Her father is an Hispanic man. That's what Cleopatra said. I seen him on tour. So yeah, if you guys don't know that this been ongoing, even a while back, Cardi B called out I don't know, Ice Spice in some beef, and then it got exposed. Then Ice Spice got exposed that she took pictures with her, because Ice Spice it was just a mess. Like, Ice Spice had to come out and said that her parents, one of her parents was Dominican, her father was black. It was a mess. So somebody said that's Raven Basker daddy. That's just what people are saying. He looked like Raven daddy from That's So Raven. Somebody said, catch that boy in the Bronx and call him black. No, I'm Dominico. So what people are saying is, if you look at him, he looks, I don't know. He said that he's Nigerian. Like I said, people in Africa, they can be different shades of colors from, out of that continent. A lot of people can be different shades of color. He said he's black. When I go look it up, it says who's Ice Spice's mom? She's Dominican heritage. She's born in America, but she has Dominican heritage. Who is Ice Spice's dad? He's African American with Nigerian roots. That's what keeps coming up. So I want to bring that out too. That's another thing too. They keep talking about Ice Spice, nationality. They want to know what race she is. Okay, so this is the last update. Anything else that comes out, I'll just do another part video to it. But it says Capella Gray gives his take after Cleopatra spoke out about touring with Ice Spice. Says he paid for everything on his own when he has similar opportunity. All the industry people quiet right now because it's kind of hard to sympathize with this. He said, I got invited to tour and paid for the bus, my hotels for me and the gang, all the food, all that. The opportunity was being able to be on tour and showcase my music as an upcoming artist that couldn't fill those type of venues yet. Grateful. All the industry people quiet right now because it's kind of hard to sympathize with this. If you've been around and know how this goes, laugh out loud. Certain people, friend or not, if they ask me to go on tour with them right now, we out. I'll figure it out. Man, I need that. Capella, I think you heard half of the story, and this is what I'm saying. People read half of the story. She said that Ice Spice was going to pay for all of that. Your situation is different. You choose to pay because they must have told you up front that they weren't going to pay for it. So clearly, is something going on here? Like, does he not understand that? Because everybody over here is saying that tone deaf as if she was Ice Spice's friend, and Ice told her that she didn't have to pay for a thing because she was with her. What he experienced was not the same. Cleo didn't even get paid. Let's be for real. This isn't about the industry. It's about a friend reaching out to invite the other friend on tour. She genuinely hurt. Well, sir, that's you. That's what I just said. Cleo was told she didn't have to pay for anything. That's the difference. You can tell with the ninja just want to be seen because yeah, this is a different situation. Capella.
Right. So yeah, I'm about to.
So yet again, like I said, people have been talking about Ice Spice weight and everything. It says, imagine being called big by someone that was just big, which Ice Spice lost weight. I'm going to bed, bro, Ozempic got y'all gas and phobic now. Bet. Cleopatra. Let's see, but you was shaking your bus thinking, sent people to get you jumped. Full time it was a lady and her kids just trying to get an autograph. Like, help. Who the F told you to start with that lady anyways? Nobody. You pick with your own now. Scared. So she's showing you proof here. Says, so when did it get friendless? Now I'm a bum. Oh ish. Now I'm bummed. Yes, crying about a hotel room. You really the dumbest bee the Lord has ever put on this earth. Wasn't nobody complaining about a hotel room. That's the only thing you blank see out everything. So she's showing you. She responding back and says, you're mad, ungrateful. But I expect that by now, even James said it, not even gonna ever over explain myself. Also, didn't know you wasn't on the bus right now. You really stayed. That's just showing proof of their conversation. It says, I know you don't. That's my point. So why come? Mind you stay in DJ's room that I'm paying for. Acting like Iggas had you on the street begging for food, shaking my head. This that ish Yachty was talking about. So clearly she was supposed to pay for things. She was, because she clearly, I think she said, mind you staying on DJ's room that I'm paying for. Is this Ice Spice? Y'all let me know. I keep forgetting the blue because people have their screens black. I think Ice Spice is the blue, right? And the girl is in the white. I believe that's what it is.
The ending of July, I get a.
So yeah, I'm over with the update over this. This whole situation is very messy. I'm just gonna go on to the next topic. There's so much things to talk about with Ice Spice, and it's crazy. It's like for all like negative things, which is not good. Because I don't think she is a bad person, but you got to be careful who you talk to, and you got to be careful how the way you move around in the entertainment industry. Because this is going to happen. You're going to constantly keep having people coming out saying things. Because now it's making her look like she's the bad person. Which, to me, to be honest with you, it sounds like all of them were talking about each other. That's what it sounds like to me. What do y'all get out of this video? Let me know what you think about this part of the video, but let's move on. So, if you guys do not know, Roland Martin calls out Tyrese, debunk his claims, and accuses him of false accusation against Biden and Harris over the H8 crime bill. It's for the anti-Asian. So let me play this for you guys, and then we can come back and discuss it.
All right, y'all, let me make this video real quick, okay? Like, real quick. Tyrese, you do not know what you're talking about. That video where you're talking about an anti-Asian crime bill, that is a lie. Please, learn to fact check before you start talking. I have debunked this nonsense numerous times on Roland Martin Unfiltered. That is a lie. I literally have walked through the bill on my show. In the summary, it talks about the attacks on Asian Americans. It is called the COVID-19. It specifically mentions COVID-19. If you actually read the bill, which I've done on the air multiple times, it does not only apply to Asian Americans. It applies to everybody. It also, all it did was also create one job that compiled data. And so again, Tyrese, all right, y'all, let me make this video real quick. Tyrese, you're wrong. You are 100% wrong. And so please, all of you entertainers, when y'all jump out here and make videos and people run with it, I need you to do some verification, do some fact checking before you do that. Okay? So you're wrong. It is not. People called it the Asian hate crime bill because of the attacks. And if you're also going to run your mouths out here and go, there's never been a bill for African Americans, that's a lie. There have been 3 hate crimes bills specific to African Americans. The first one, you were dealing with the Civil Rights Act in 64, okay? Then you also had the hate crimes bill that dealt when black churches were being burned. I also broke that down on Roland Martin Unfiltered. And then, of course, you had the lynching bill that was also signed, okay? And don't forget, you also have the Matthew Shepard, Tyrese. You're wrong. You are 100. James Byrd Act that dealt with hate crimes. Yeah, James Byrd, the black man who was dragged to death in Jasper, Texas. I went there. I broadcast from there. I walked down the street when he was murdered. And so please, all you blogs that keep posting this stuff that Tyrese says he's wrong. He's wrong. Okay? I walked this stuff through on my show. Bill by bill, fact by fact. Got it? Please call somebody before you start spewing stuff that you know nothing about. James Byrd.
President Biden and Kamala Harris signed an Asian hate crime bill, which makes it beyond illegal to ever purposely and maliciously do anything to anybody in the Asian community. And there was a spike in crimes and criminal behavior in and around COVID, allegedly and specifically motivated by Trump. And so everybody started treating Asians, beating them, killing them, shooting them, stabbing them, hurting them. And then he gets into the White House, skips over every black and brown Mexican and Latino that have been getting killed like flies, and he makes it a law. Asian hate crime bill is signed into law. So whether you're a police officer, President Biden and Kamala Harris.
Okay, so this is the law that they're talking about, the virus. And unfortunately, I don't know if I'm blurring out a lot of words, but I can't say certain words. So I'm going to say the virus crime act. You see it on the screen. You can't really say these words. So Roland Martin calls out Tyrese Gibson for allegedly spreading misinformation, addressing his claims that President Joe Biden and Vice President Kamala Harris prioritized protecting Asian communities over Black and Latino people. Martin clarifies that the bill was, the virus crime bill that included protection for everyone. So I'm gonna read some of these comments. So it says, once y'all actually educate yourselves on how ish work runs a lot. Oh, okay, excuse me. Once y'all actually educate yourself on how ish runs, a lot of y'all will shut the hell up. During a political cycle with much at stake, Tyrese running his mouth about things he didn't understand. Typical. I really wish these celebrities would do their research before coming to the internet to complain. Tyrese isn't going to support women being in change anyway. So somebody said, where is the reparation bill, Roland? That's a good point. Sir, we know Tyrese is wrong when he starts speaking and crying. We're still not tuning into Roland Martin Unfiltered. Go on, man. Now, I am going to go look for that video, but give me a second. Now, I want to bring something out. Because I went to go look up this bill myself. And somebody down here in the comment, y'all might be seeing me scrolling. They, on this thing, it literally said something about... Scroll down on the bill, it says Asian and Pacific Islanders. So I want to bring this out. There's not just bills for Asian people. There is bills for Black people. I want to say this again. Roland Martin is right, but he's kind of wrong. He's right about that. Yeah, there is bills out here to protect Black people. You can go look them up. One of them is abolish slavery. That's another one. It talks about why they're abolishing slavery, and it mentions, let me make sure I'm saying this right. Let me see. So, Congress passed a law on January 31st, 1865. On December the 6th, 1865, the 13th Amendment abolished slavery in the United States. Why did they do this? Because people had Africans as slaves. So this law as well has benefited us too, that we can never be slaves or anybody else can. So that is true. The law was for Africans as well, but it is also anybody can't get it. It's the reason why that law was really to protect us, because our African ancestors were slaves. I don't know, some people are offended by this term, but they were kidnapped and brought here to work against their will. Let me say it like that. So another law too was on March the 14th, 1928, Burr signed into the law that nation's strictest anti-Lynching measure, and the first that directly termed Lynching a state crime. No white person was ever convicted under statute for committing crimes against an African American. This was another law. That brought out about black people. I don't know why black people say that there's no laws for us. There is laws for us. There's several laws for us. And he did mention that. So I want to bring that out. But let's go back to that law that was made for the Asian people. I went and looked up this thing, and I'm going to put a link down below. I got it from this website. I'm going to scroll up to the top so you guys can see it. Here's what the new crimes law aims to do as attacks on Asian Americans rise. So this law too, as well, the reason why they made it was because of the Asian people. Yes, this law can be used for other people, but it was mainly created because of the Asian people. So yeah, Tyrese is right and he's wrong, but yeah, he is right. The law was made for Asian people, but nobody, because of this happening, nobody is allowed to get attacked. But there are laws that is made for certain races of people, and it'll tell you that when you read the bill, because I just mentioned the two that was for the African Americans, right? If you read, I'm going to try to boost it up here so you guys can see it. You're going to see it says Asian American, okay? It also pronounces a lot of Asian people's names underneath here. So the bill is to protect Asian people, but anybody who is getting attacked for a virus, because they think that certain persons start the virus, or certain race of people start the virus, they can be protected by this bill too as well. But it was mainly created for the Asian people, because the Asian people, I've talked about this already in the past, that Asian people were getting attacked a lot during 2020. They were. So I do want to bring that out, and this is why I say it's very fundamental, and it's very fundamental to read, but you can't just post half of a thing. And this is why I say blogs are very messy, because look at this. So in case you don't quite understand what I'm talking about, for example, Amber Alert. Where and why did Amber Alert first start? The Amber Alert system began in 1996 when Dallas-Fort Worth broadcasters teamed with local police to develop an early warning system to help find abducted children. AMBER stands for America's Missing Broadcast Emergency Response, and was created as a legacy to a 9-year-old Amber Hagerman who was kidnapped while riding her bicycle in Arlington, Texas, and then brutally injured. Other states and communities soon set up their own Amber plans as the idea was adopted across the nation. Just to give you an example, I believe this was a young white girl. Let me know, I don't want to show her picture, but I believe this is a young white girl. That does not mean that this Amber Alert only protects white children. Yes, a white child is the reason why this Amber Alert was created, but any child who goes missing, it doesn't matter what race they are, they will be protected by this Amber Alert. Just to give you an idea of what I'm talking about. Did she only post half of it? Yeah, it's a crime bill that's named after a virus, but you have to make sure that you are playing, that you are you got to make sure that you are showing the whole thing. You got to read the document, and that's what the guy said over here. You need to scroll down a little bit more. He literally said that. He said, scroll down the bill. It says Asian and Pacific Islanders. But yes, that is true that the bill was created for them. And that is true. It was created for them. You can't deny that. But other people can use that bill to protect them as well, because it's to stop anybody from harming another person about the virus. So let me go look up that Roland video. Okay, so he explained on his channel. I'm gonna be very careful. He talked about this bill in his channel. I was gonna play it, but I saw some of the video, and it's too much words that's being thrown around that YouTube does not like, and they will dang your channel for it. I mean, you talk about this virus and getting, the injection, and I'm not gonna play it. If you want to go see the video for yourself, here's the list of videos right here where they talk about the bill and explaining what it was about. I'm just trying to let you see he did. I just want to prove that Roland did talk about it. But going back, like I say, what I say, I do believe, I know a lot of YouTubers were talking about this, and I kind of stayed away from this, but talking about this bill. This bill was passed because of the Asian people. So yes, Tyrese is right on that. But people are wrong. There are bills too over here too as well for black people as well. Now, going back to the other thing. So let me know what you think about the Ice Spice response to Cleotrapa and the whole thing with Baby Storme and all of that mess. Let me know what you think of that. And also let me know what you think of, Roland calling out Tyrese on the bill down below in the comment area. But as you now, see y'all later. Peace.
Doechii and Gabbana, Fendi and Adana, Karen, they be sharing all their money, got me wearing fly. Girl, but I ain't asking. They say they love my ass and 7 G's to religion. I say no, but they keep giving, so I keep on taking. And no, I ain't taking. We can keep on taking. I keep on demonstrating my love, my love, my love, my love. You love my lady lumps, my hump, my hump, my hump. My humps, they got you.